Our project is an investigation, and the main objective of our investigation is to make it public so people can be more aware of the things they eat and how they impact the environment. Because we think that most people, when they think about helping the environment, about problems like the global warming that is affecting all of us, the climate change that we're going through, when people try to help the environment, they only think about recycling or simple things, but they don't think about other things that about their normal life that can help the environment, like the diet, something as simple as the foods we eat and the decisions we take about them. So we think if we make this investigation public, so everyone can be aware of that and take conscious, so we can make an actual impact in helping the world we live in. One of the more simpler ways, and the first way we're going to achieve our objective about making our information public so everyone knows it and takes consciousness to have an actual impact in the world, is by different pamphlets that have different diets on them. So these diets are based on the foods that are actually helping the environment, and without the foods that are actually creating the most pollution in our environment. And in the backwards of this pamphlet with this diet, there's different information, simple basis, really graphic information, so people can know and have a real interest, so they can actually research something for their own, and they can find other projects like ours and other things that can help them take action in something as simple as the food that we eat every day.
Another subject of our theoretical framework was the alternate foods, because our project is based on what foods we can consume that doesn't damage the environment that much, because meat that is in the canasta básica is one of the most damaging foods in the world, because it takes a lot of water and land, and we are trying to supply some of these dishes with another that doesn't imply that much damage in the environment. For example, peas or fruits and vegetables and everything that is organic, especially tomatoes or beans or some other things that are in a Mexican diet will be very helpful. Still, we know that we can supply meat with another food because it's a very important meal, but we are trying to reduce the use.
Another topic was the lack of compliance with standards for the agricultural and livestock industries. We found out that there are certain rules and things they need to follow in order to keep their work safe and safe for us. For example, like pesticides, which sometimes contain certain chemicals that they must not use, or they have to use a certain way, because then they can go into water or into the soil, or they can cause other problems in the environment, and also they can contaminate the food we are eating, and that goes the same with livestock, with hormones, for example, and they also need to have a certain nutrition for the animals, and sometimes industries don't make the things they should be doing, or don't pay attention, or do some other things that may be dangerous for us, and that also have a bigger impact in the environment.
We made this project in the sake of an ecological change in people's diet. We observed that in the results that large food industries do not meet the requirements to preserve the natural resources and are affecting Mexican ecosystem. These are both dairy and agricultural industries. Some examples of the dairy industries that are affecting are Sello Rojo and Lala Light. We can change the source of proteins that we're obtaining with invasive species. We think that is a way to control the species here in Mexico and to improve the environment. Some examples of these invasive species are lionfish, carassius, Carassius is another type of fish, American torpid, another kind of fish, corn snake, and Oryctolangus cuniculus. It's a rabbit that is becoming a plague. We think that it is important to mention that soy is not a good way of replacing meat, since is also deforesting the camps of Chiapas. These are some examples of the alternative foods we're presenting to you.
As a team, we had ups and downs, and we had some trouble looking out for information because these companies doesn't want people to know what they are actually doing to our foods and what they are actually putting in our foods and the effects that this may cause. We also had some issues with the work organization and the ideas organization and the team constancy. But after all these obstacles, we were able to find a way to work with all these and make an easy work environment and had the information that we wanted for this project and how we wanted it to be done.